Previously during the investigation.
Where's Josh? But I have to find my brother. Have you seen my brother Joshua? Josh? Josh? Are you in there? I'm looking for my brother Joshua.
Where's my brother?
I'm just trying to find my brother, okay? Josh!
the best of it. It feels so time.
You're welcome inside. Please, take a seat.
Dr. Marshall
Please, call me David.
David.
I've heard much about your case. Illusions, schizophrenia, morning period effects, yet you deny any of it is true and that nobody's listening to you. So now's your chance, John.
You won't listen, just like the other Joel.
John, this is a safe place. The others were just doing their job, but I want to get this figured out. I want to know the truth. Your truth. Everything else put aside.
I found it. I found Silent Hill. Then I found our old house where I found her, and she was just waiting for me. Claire? Claire?
John, you found me after so long.
Claire, I thought you were dead.
So, what happened when you two finally met again?
Wait, you don't think I'm crazy?
Crazy? Crazy for what, John?
Crazy for seeing my dead wife.
John, I know many people who are perfectly sane and claim that they've seen the dead. And maybe they have. I don't know what their eyes have shown them. Now please, go on.
Well, she started saying things that just didn't make any sense to me during the time.
You can't kill me. You can hardly let me go.
What do you mean?
Silly. Thought of me every day since I've been gone. Can't ever let me leave.
Claire, is this really you?
As real as you make me.
Fighters. That's great. Super. Excellent. Here comes a new challenger. It all depends on your skill. Hey, come on, stand up. Go for it, man. You can't give it up. I've never seen a battle like this. Triumph or die. Go for broke. Face it straight. KO. You win. I can't believe my eyes! You have Fists of God! That was the best fight I ever saw! You did a great job, Street Fighter! Congratulations! You proved yourself! Ain't there somebody who can stop this fighting machine?
John!
Then, what happened, John?
Horrible, unimaginable things.
So, John, how did you escape?
I didn't. I just ended up a few miles outside of town.
I believe you. I believe your struggle. Though, it does not lie in here. It lies in Silent Hill. I'm going to do what shouldn't be done, but probably needs to be done. I'm going to drop you off outside of town and wait for your return. See if you can't win against what this town has done to you, what it's meant to you in the past. John, it's time for you to face this. It's time we go to Silent Hill. One last time.
What am I supposed to do? I'm stuck in this desolate bog world. There's monsters everywhere, no one around me. I keep going into this weird, red, evil world after these damn sirens go off. Silent Hill. I condemn thee! Wait, that looks like Brandon from my high school. What the hell? Again! What the hell was all that? This place is getting worse and worse. Crap!
Josh, hey, me now. Here,
Uncle Robbie.
this is yours, you remember. Take it. Where are you going? Josh, come back. Josh!
Why are you talking to me? Aren't you supposed to be looking for your brother?
something very important I want to show you.
Okay.
Do you know what this is? This belonged to your grandpa, and his father too. And now we want you to have it. I know it doesn't look like much, but this is the most important thing I could ever give to you.
Is it worth $1 million?
Much more than that. This is a symbol of our family's past and our future.
Can I wear it?
Yes. Joshua, you are never to show anybody this ring. Not even Alex.
But I want to show Alex.
Do you remember when I told you sometimes you must do things and not ask why? Well, this is one of those times.
Yes, sir!
That's my boy.
Listen to me, Mom. Start telling me everything you know about this.
I don't know what that is.
Stop lying. I'm tired of it. I know all about Silent Hill.
You don't know anything about Silent Hill.
I know Dad went there. He went to go fight something. Did he go to get Joshua? Is that where Josh is? God damn it, tell me!
Alex, I'm so sorry.
Stop pretending you care about me! Start telling me what's going on! Josh was the only one you ever cared about. And I can help him if you tell me the truth.
Let's move!
Mom!
As stated in episode 1 of this LP, the plot of Homecoming is one of the most criticized aspects of the game. One of the reasons for this is that it ranges from confusing to uninspired at times, such as when Alex is teleported from area to area, or the entire second half of the game. Homecoming was written by two people, Patrick Doody and Chris Valenziano. Before Homecoming, they had written and directed mainly awards shows, like Big in 05 and Big in 06 on VH1, and the World's Stun Awards on AMC. How do I know all this? Well, these guys have a website, the2jerks.com. Yep. Doody and Valenziano's first produced screenplay was the sci-fi original Bugs from 2003. There are two types of bad films. There's the laughably bad, the kind you'll still watch because even though the plot, graphics, and/or acting are terrible, the movie remains entertaining, possibly because of how bad it is. Examples of this type of movie are D-War.
That's the guy from Josh. I saw him in my dream. Bruce, let's get out of here.
Let's go. I heard you the first time. Sarah! Bruce, let's go. I'm okay. Get her out of here.
Roadhouse.
Can I buy you guys a drink? Guess not.
Troll 2.
They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me! Oh my God!
Batman and Robin.
Tonight's forecast. A freeze is coming. Allow me to break the ice. You are not sending me to the cooler. Freeze well! What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Stay cool, bird boy. Let's kick some ice.
Show some mercy.
I'm afraid that my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
Shark Attack 3 Megalodon.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too, but you know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
Birdemic.
Shit, here they come. Open the door.
And Deep Blue Sea.
Now you've seen how bad things can get and how quick they can get that way. Well, they can get a whole lot worse. So we're not going to fight anymore. We're going to pull together and we're going to find a way to get out of here. First, we're going to seal off this.
And then there are movies so bad, it's a struggle to watch them. Movies so bad, their badness can't save them. Movies like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Blood Rain 2, Alone in the Dark, Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2, Ballistic, X vs. Sever, and Manos: The Hands of Fate. Ultimately, Bugs falls somewhere in the middle of these two video types. At points it's hilarious, with robotic acting, comical CG effects, and a rambling, nonsensical plot. But sometimes you'll find yourself struggling to stay awake. This is especially noticeable during the middle of the film, where characters that practically scream, "I am going to die," take an excruciatingly long amount of time to do so. Bugs starts with a cop chasing homeless man into a subway system. Homeless man and the cop play hide and seek for about 3 seconds. Turns out homeless man wasn't really hiding, he was just sitting on the floor. Then the cop dies to the "there's a giant scorpion behind you" gag. The cop isn't the best marksman on the force, so homeless man bolts while the cop cartwheels into heaven. We're then introduced to the star of the film, Matt Pollock, a homicide investigator on the lookout for a serial murderer named the Downtown Reaper. Apparently the cop's body had been found and it resembled the work of the Reaper, so Pollock checks it out. After viewing the cop's Halloween decoration, Pollock decides it doesn't resemble the work of the Reaper. Then he jabs his pen into the cop and discovers goop. Medical lady doesn't know what goop is and has to check it out at her lab. Then Pollock and Commissioner Gordon talk about Batman or something, I don't know. Afterward, Victor Petronovich is introduced, the owner of Cop Murder Tunnel, who immediately begins ranting about how much of an evil douchebag he is.
They want me to worry about some dead cop in my tunnel when I have 6 strip mall complexes that do not have the right permit.
David Reynolds plays the voice of reason, who asks if they should shut down the tunnel and is promptly ignored. Pollock then talks to some lab guy about the cop's body and seems to be completely off the Downtown Reaper case by this point. They discuss the goop Pollock found and determine that it's an acidic insect enzyme, which apparently has no effect on pens. They talk about Emily Foster, an entomologist that would be able to identify what insect the enzyme comes from. So Pollock wanders into the school that Foster works in and dumps the entire vial of enzyme on her sandwich. So they both go to the morgue where Pollock remembers corpses are disgusting despite being completely unfazed at seeing the same exact thing earlier. Pollock then offers his theory as to what did this. Tunnel bears.
Looks like a bear attack, doesn't it?
More like he was eaten.
What, bears can't eat?
I've seen these kind of lacerations before.
No, you haven't. So Foster uses the scrapes on the cop's bones as a source and determines bug mandibles caused the cuts, which is bullshit, but whatever. Back at the subway, Victor holds a VIP bus ride for reaching the halfway point in the tunnel. Seems odd to hold a party at the halfway point, but Victor knows what he's doing. Then everyone gets violently murdered. So Reynolds, Pollock, and Foster join forces with a SWAT team. Get it? SWAT team? Bugs? Squad leader offers Foster a bulletproof vest, but she doesn't wear it because it's too heavy. Reynolds secures a train that will be used as a command center, and after some light character development, they all drive off. So they're driving, and then Person Who Will Die number 4 says he saw something. So they stop the train and check it out. It's about this time that Bugs does its first of many Aliens impressions, as the entire SWAT team is killed by Bugs. Well, everyone except Persons Who Will Die number 5, 7, and 3. But then an explosion happens and the train drives away from some amazing CGI. A bug manages to jump onto the train, but all it does is headbutt Person Who Will Die number 5 a few times. A second bug grabs Person Who Will Die number 7, who manages to grab hold of the train, but another bug cuts his arm off and Pollock's like, fuck that guy's arm. Pollock decides now would be a good time to let the survivors know that the entrance has been sealed. This makes SWAT Girl gasp for a while. Reynolds then tells everyone that the explosion fucked up all the electronics. They decide to get off the train and fix some shit in an abandoned station because enough people haven't died yet. Foster cracks open a cold bug and discovers what we're all thinking. The bugs are hatchlings!
Dormant bristles. They're born predators. And they're also hatchlings.
Oh, and they're sea monkeys.
Didn't you ever have a sea monkey as a kid?
Wait, you mean those little crystals you had water to and creatures start floating around?
Exactly. They can survive in a package for years. You just add water and life.
Reynolds decides to come clean and tells everyone that during the tunnel's creation, diggers exposed a fossil bed. This is supposed to be the origin story for the bugs, but why the hell weren't any diggers killed? Everyone piles out upon reaching the defunct station. The geeks start smacking keyboards while everyone else looks for a way to die. Pollock finds one, but all of a sudden bullets work now. Person Who Will Die number 2 scares the shit out of Pollock, and then he dies. And then this happens.
Yeah, the Carboniferous period. That's the last time there were bugs with dormant bristles in their exoskeletons.
English, please.
Wings.
You mean these things can fly?
So now everyone's freaked out about flying bugs, and apparently whatever the Geek Squad did to those computers at the last stop didn't work. So everyone piles out again to go pull some switch on the other side of the tunnel. The rest of the SWAT team decide to stay back with the train and set up some defenses. But Pollock and co. discover something crazy.
Get back! Get back!
No, wait.
What?
They're dead.
They're dead?
They're dead.
Oh, okay.
How do you know that?
They're not responding to our presence.
Person Who Will Die number 5 and SWAT Girls start setting up an electrified fence while Pollock and co. find an egg or something. Apparently one of the bugs grew wings, which sucks, I guess. So Pollock and Reynolds grab a key and start turning the track when bugs happen. Number 5 manages to electrify the fence just in time to kill SWAT Girl. Number 5 then begins his slow descent into insanity. Back with the non-crazies, a plan is hatched that involves a bunch of dynamite being wired to the train and driving it remotely into the bug nest. Apparently the tunnel isn't really sealed off because Reynolds tells everyone that there's a fire escape ahead. Number 5 starts shooting at something in the dark, but he's crazy. Oh, and if you didn't think this movie didn't steal enough from Aliens, apparently the bugs have acid blood. Number 5 starts wiping acid all over his face in true Predator style. So everyone finds the demolition room and start moving boxes. But then Victor shows up and he's all like, "Don't blow up the tunnel, I'll give you money." Apparently Victor got inside the same way Pollock and co. were gonna leave through. Everyone starts talking about dumb shit and then they hear number 5 shooting his gun off again. Pollock decides to check on him, but he's crazy so the conversation doesn't really go anywhere. As Pollock makes his way back, Foster and Reynolds get attacked by a huge wasp and hide in a sweet fort that they made. The Wasp totally sees them though and starts attacking. Everyone runs into a stockroom, but Victor goes all evil again and locks them in. The Wasp breaks in, but number 5 shoots the lock and runs into the Wasp's stinger, allowing everyone to escape. Reynolds starts driving all the dynamite to the train while Pollock and Foster search for Victor. Foster gets locked in a cage with the Wasp by Victor, but Pollock beats it with a tiny metal rod. The Wasp flies away, finds Victor, and sprays red temper paint all over him. Reynolds manages to get all the explosives wired to the train, but the auto drive system won't work, so he sacrifices himself, which causes sad music to play. Pollock and Foster get attacked by the Wasp as they try to escape. Pollock gets the amazing idea to kill the Wasp by driving a forklift around, but it doesn't work for some reason. I think that's Aliens reference number 157. Foster scares the Wasp off with the gun, but then Reynolds explodes and everyone ducks for cover. The Wasp is propelled by the explosion into the forklift and burned alive, while Pollock and Foster, despite being a few feet away, remain perfectly fine. They head to Victor's helicopter, and the film ends as they talk about snowboarding.
So you're gonna go back to chasing serial killers?
Actually, I was thinking about taking a little vacation.
Really?
Maybe even taking a new hobby.
Like what?
Maybe snowboarding.
It's difficult in the beginning. You're gonna need some help.
You know anybody who could help me?
Maybe.
And that's Bugs, Duty and Valenciano's sci-fi masterpiece. It's interesting that so much of the film was ripped blatantly from better films like Aliens, considering Homecoming does the same thing. We've already seen Jacob's Ladder and Silent Hill 2 references, and once the plot quits dragging ass, we'll be seeing a lot more. This is the ceremonial dagger, which replaces our combat knife in the same way the crowbar replaced the pipe. The ceremonial dagger does slightly more damage than the knife, but the real upgrade here is the ability to unlock doors sealed by the Order. From its name, we can deduce that this dagger is used for the Order's ceremonies. We don't know what these ceremonies entail, but since Adam Shepard sealed a room in his basement with the dagger, we can assume that he is a member of the Order. This is the Chrome Hammer, which increases our ammo capacity by 2 bullets on hard and holds 12 on normal. It also does slightly more damage than the Mark 23. Not much else to say. Blue Steel Shotgun, 4 shells, more damage.